Hey, fine feathered friends. My name is Paige Byrne, and I'm the illustrator of Songbirds. And if you don't have your copy yet, I know it's on the way, or maybe you've already read it. But tonight's inspiration for drawing is I just found out about the Rockefeller Center, the Christmas tree in New York City. And I just found out, I saw it on December 1st being lit, but I didn't know about the little owl that was caught in the tree and made his way all the way down from upstate New York down to New York City. And normally they can catch and find all the little creatures, but Rocky, as they named it, made it all the way to Rockefeller Center. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so there he is. Isn't he so cute? They named him Rockefeller, and there he is in just a little blanket. And it's the Ravensbeard Wildlife Center that saved him. And they said he was so thirsty and so hungry. But look at how small he is. But you should watch this little video. So I'll put it in the notes so you can go back and see it. But I really want to show you this little pencil technique that I discovered in just doing his little feathers. But isn't he so cute and tiny? All right, let me show you this drawing technique that I'm talking about. And we'll do a sketch, and I'm going to sketch upside down. So when I'm doing that, when I'm sketching upside down, I'm going to start with a circle-ish shape and then a little teardrop oval shape for his body. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, well, there's one that I started. So if you've got your pencil and paper ready, you can join me. Okay, so let me scooch you this over. There we go. The other direction. Okay, doc. And I want to get my camera to where it's matching what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. All right. I tried to do like a couple videos on using that. There's all different ways you can do videos. Anyway, Zoom for me is great because I can show you pictures and then the sketchbook as well. Okay, back to business. All right, so here is just the upside down circle shape. I like to, when I'm drawing birds, sometimes lay my pencil down like this and I get a nice kind of soft background line that I can use later. And now I'm going to do the teardrop shape. So let me bring that tip in. So very little point way at the other end. And then I'm going to go from that point up, 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 curve around for a shoulder, right? At that point, up, 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 back towards the head, and then just curve that in. It almost looks like I'm doing a little heart right in there. And I can even bring that line down and tuck in those leaves. And I'll show you, this is the step and the reason why I'm drawing upside down. All right, it's this little, when I lay it down, watch how I roll it, twist, twist. And as I lift up, you can see how the little pencil mark, it starts out thick and then it comes up to a point. And I just do this a couple times over and over. And there's other ways that artists do it. Well, I like how that one just looked. Now I'm going to spread out a little bit because I noticed that Rocky, he had a nice blend of gray and brown and tan and white feathers. And just keep twisting and rolling, just like that. But other artists, as I was saying, these are great feathers to do, just all these little triangles. I like doing that too. But this was something that I just kind of was playing around in knowing that a pencil can draw. But what else kind of effect could I do if I just held it differently or did something different with it? All right, and doing that over and over and over. And I'll go back to those little feathers, and even I can just do little dashes just like that. Just scatter them about. Okay, let's focus on his eyes. Now, Rocky had those really big sections where his eyes are. So that's the section where his eye is, but it's not the actual eye. There was a black ring, a yellow ring, and then the pupil. So that's like one too big, too small, and then a dot. Too big, too small, and then a dot. And then I want to get his little triangular, his little beak in there, bring it up, and then I can just play with these little dash marks really lightly around his eyes. And I'm going to use my finger right now to blend and smooth it all the way around. And let's see if Rocky has any tufts, just little tufts at the top of his head that might make his little head a little fluffy. We can blend that in just like that. I just love it. Okay, blend his little head. Let's see for a second. Let me share my screen again. There he is. No, he's pretty much got a smooth head. Nice smooth head. Just a little couple fluffies around his nose. All right. So we'll bring him back in. And I'll turn him right side up in just a second so we can see him better. And you can fill him in with any colors that you like. Let me go ahead and do that. There's a little Rocky. All right. Just keep blending. Some feathers can blend in as a color, and some can stand out as individual little feathers. Blend that in, and then where you've been blending, you can erase, get your nice clean line again. And then I'll show you what other colors might look like. You put that in, just any space in between the feathers, you can just kind of lightly layer that in. And I love to use colored pencils so I can get kind of a strong line if I want to, or I could get kind of a blurry look, which is nice to have when you're doing owls. Nice fluffy feathers, and then striking ones. Where's my black? There we go. I'll do a nice black pupil in there. He's looking so peaceful. Make sure his beak is nice and strong in color. That must have been quite an adventure. Riding in a tree for at least 3 or 4 hours before you get to stop. What that must have felt like. In that video, if you watch it on Ravensbeard, after they make sure that Rocky looks okay and he's eating and he's strong and he's happy, they make sure he's okay, and then they release him back into the wild. And he hangs on a little bit, but then he's ready to go. It's the sweetest thing. It's important we all take care of each other. All right. All right, to finish this off, fine feathered friends, I am going to add a little branch. And I know that he likes pine trees, so I'll kind of use that little quick brush stroke, or that little quick mark that I was doing. right, to get all those little pine needles. Just nice, over and over and over. And I'll put some darker ones in too. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm just going to keep working on my pine needles here and adding some darks and lights in there, and then I'll post my finished Rocky on the page. Okay, toodaloo, fine feathered friends. Take care of each other.